What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you guys probably see by the title, you kind of know what's going on a little bit already. Just getting done work and on my way home now. So as you guys can see, I shouldn't say able to see, but yeah, so long story short, I'm having issues with my clutch. I'm not really quite sure what's going on yet, but a lot of times it's not letting me out of gear, and it's now I can't get there, but it's just something's not right. And like with the clutch to the floor, it still drags, and I'm not really quite sure why. I thought maybe it was there was air in the line for the new clutch lines. I put a new clutch line on and a new throw bearing, new pilot bearing, new clutch, flywheel. Like, I did everything. I made sure I did everything so I wouldn't have issues. Well, I'm still having issues. It was fine for the first 100 miles, but since then it's literally been getting worse. It started out as it did it once one day, and then it did it once or twice the next time I drove it, and now it does it like constantly. A lot of times I'll go up somewhere to park or in a drive-through or a stoplight where I'm just trying to kick it into neutral, because obviously I don't want to sit there with the car in gear and hold the clutch in, and the problem is it won't let me pull it out of gear. And if I let off the brake, it slowly pulls and slowly creeps forward, because the clutch isn't fully disengaging. So I thought, well, maybe there's fluid in the line yet, causing it to not fully push that throw bearing out all the way, releasing the clutch 100%. And I figured, okay, it'll work itself out. Well, now I have currently like 320 miles on, and it started at about 100 miles. 322 miles, 223, and it's not getting better. It's actually continuing to get worse every day. Every time I drive it, it just gets worse, more miles. And I'm not quite sure what's going on. I kind of ruled out a few things, but I'm boiling it down to either I'm thinking the throw bearing, I just got a bad throw bearing, because I guess some people have had that issue. And I went with a Ford OEM one because the McLeod, I know a lot of people had issues with it. So I went with the Ford OEM one. I know there's a handful of people that had that issue, and I posted on the Mustang page, and I guess there was one guy that said he had the exact same issue I had. He said a brand new one. He said it went out right away. I guess there's once in a while I just get a bad one. I'm not quite sure. So I'm not really quite sure what to do. It could be a leak somewhere, but it's not leaving any puddles. I don't see any signs of leaks. Where like the brake fluid, the clutch fluid or whatever would be leaking. There's no way to bleed these throw-out bearings either. These are the newer generation. They got away from the bleeders, so they're self-bleeding. You basically pump the clutch 100 times and it bleeds itself. And the pedal's not like the pedal's firm. There doesn't feel squishy. It doesn't feel like there's air in it. So I'm personally, I think the throw-out bearing's bad. But I'm actually going to take it to the dealership this time and see if they can figure it out, because quite honestly, I just want to drive my car and make content with it, and it's kind of hard when I'm having these issues, especially when I have no idea really what's going on 100%. And it's hard to pull out the trans. The car will be down for about another week or so, waiting for parts, and then waiting for someone to help me, because I can't take the transit out myself. The fact I don't have a transmission jack, and this tranny's heavy and it has to go up at such an angle, I can't really balance it on the jack well, at least not by myself. And with my roommate working weekends, it makes it difficult. So I'm just gonna take it to the dealership this time. I like it so far. The drivability is fairly decent, and I've had good luck with it. And I'll probably I won't make a video on that, but I will make a video on the short throw shifter. I have mixed feelings on this currently. I'm getting more used to it, and it's getting better in my opinion. I guess the more I get used to it. But I will make a whole video on it, like a review of it or my thoughts on it. I don't know how I feel about having a short throw shifter. I do like it better than the stock one, but and I guess part of it could be my issues with the tranny or the clutch not fully disengaging and it being like it is. It definitely needs to be taller. But there'll be a whole video on that. I also got a video. I'll have a video of my exhaust, as you guys can kind of hear it in this video. It's just so much less drone. But there'll be a video on that too coming up fairly soon. Probably after I get the car fixed again, because I'm not really sure what's going on. But yeah, so I'm not really entirely sure, because it's kind of annoying when I go to park somewhere and I can't pull it out of gear, pull it in neutral. According to the guy I seen that I talked to on Facebook on one of the pages, he said, yeah, he's like, that's when mine started doing it, get worse and worse, and then it just eventually wouldn't let him put it in gear. Basically just got left him stranded because he couldn't put the car in gear. And that's what I'm worried about, because I don't want that to happen, especially if I'm on my way to work, because that would freaking suck. But yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to it. You know, you gotta stay tuned, and I'll let you know when I find out, you know, what's wrong with the car and what's causing the issue, and yeah, then we can get back to making some better content. But for now, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification.